Here are the objectives for section 1.3. Use linear equations to solve problems. What does that mean? Translate that to English for me. Word problems. Okay, and what about 2? Solve a formula for a variable. That means literal equations. You remember talking about those? In fact, I think you guys did, at least some of you did, something for Math Boot Camp about literal equations. Maybe not anybody in here, but Pre-AP did that for Math Boot Camp. Do you remember that? So let me remind you what I mean. Okay? If I give you the equation A equals BH, what currently is this equation solved for? It's currently solved for area, right? Area equals base times height. That's just for a rectangle, right? Okay? 1/2 base times height is a triangle. You're correct. But currently this formula is solved for area. You're solving for area, okay? What if I wanted to solve this formula for the height? So if I knew the area and the base, I could just plug it into one formula and I'll automatically know the height without having to solve it all. How would I get the h by itself? Divide both sides by b. Well, that simplifies on that side, and I would have just h equals the area over the base, the length of the base, right? What about if it was a more involved area formula like this? Do you remember what formula that's for? Trapezoid, excellent. Okay. 1/2 the length of the first base plus the length of the second base added together times the height. Okay. What if, again, I wanted to solve this? Let's just, instead of the height this time, let's solve for B1. Okay. Let's get B1 by itself. So what do you want to start with? What do you want to do first? Probably multiply by 2. 1/2 is already in this side. I've got to multiply by a reciprocal, right? I could divide by 1/2, but we don't do that sort of thing, right? We don't we don't divide by fractions. If I multiply by the reciprocal, I get 2a equals base 1 plus base 2 times h. If I divide both sides by the height, I get 2 times the area divided by the length of the height equals B1 plus B2, the length of the first base plus the length of the second base. Now can we solve for B1? Well, it's what we've kind of been doing the whole time, just different steps. Now we subtract B2 from both sides, right? So 2 times the area divided by the height minus the length of the second base is going to give us the length of the first base, or whichever one we've denoted as B1. Guys, I could find a whole bunch more formulas and throw them up here for you and have you solve for a variable, but these are the kind of things that you're going to have to do. Solving basic equations, but instead of numbers, we have to keep the letters there. You okay with that? That's objective 3.